do an easy painting of a flower with black in the background. Here's an example of what it looks like. My daughter did this painting about a month ago, so we'll be doing that. So if we want to draw it first, it's got some dots and stuff on it here at the bottom. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome. I got an 11 by 14 canvas here, so I'm not used to painting smaller. So we'll see here. Thanks for coming. Welcome, Serena. Usually I would paint this background black and then paint this on here, but in way of time, I'm going to have to just kind of paint around it. So something like that. The colors I'll be using today are pink, blue. If you have anything similar, that will work. Maybe some bright pink and some white, red, and purple to make maroon. So if you have anything similar to that, that should do. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming to the live today. Hit like if you like this video and subscribe if you can. It really helps my channel. So let's start with, let's see. Let's start with the petals because the black's probably gonna wanna be last. And I'm gonna have to be able to get in here in between these with black. We'll use the tip of our brush to do the white dots. So this is the painting that we'll be doing today. And you can follow along at home. Thank you. Let's move it this way a little bit here. So the first color we'll start with is, we can either do blue or pink. Let's start with pink, the light pink. Don't be afraid to comment and say hi. I'm nervous too, so it's all good. Go ahead and start here. And we'll set this maybe just to look at the side. And you can get a flat brush and get like a tip there on there when you're painting. If you turn it sideways, get a little bit of water, helps the paint spread. Flower petals that look like flames. Thank you. And it's okay if you get pencil marks in your painting, they'll be covered up. And then we'll go to the blue. I'm using Lake Blue by Master's Touch. You can use whatever blue you have. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we're gonna kind of blend it into the pink a little bit. So how's everybody doing today? You don't want to lose your pink, so be careful with your blue. It can be a little overpowering. Thank you. And I couldn't fit as many petals on here as what the painting shows. I think there's like 9 in the painting. Only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's okay. We'll let that dry a little bit and maybe add some black. Might be a little difficult to get in between here. but we're gonna do it anyway. And I'm still using my flat brush. Probably take a couple applications of black to get it that black. That can be done on your own. Once you get an idea of what we're doing, you'll be able to finish it on your own. And I did pin a link in the comments on where to find the picture. If you would like to look at the picture while you're painting or go back to it. And everybody's will look different. Nobody's will look the same. No two people paint the same, so. It's okay if yours isn't perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. Mine's not perfect. And that's okay. Just want to get a layer of black down. You can see my dog in the video. I have a Yorkie. He does whatever he wants, so. He's his own boss. Yeah, you can't mess up your painting. You can, and if you do mess up something, you can always go over it once it dries. Like I tend to get drips in my painting quite a bit from water, so it just happens. And I just try to go with the flow. It kind of looks blotchy right now because it's the first layer. Like I said, it's going to need a couple layers. And I'll use a bigger brush the second time around. This one's just so I can get in the nooks and crannies of everything. Ideally, we would have painted this black before we would have started the petals, but YOLO, right? So you only live once. Here we are, doing whatever we need to do. If I could get you to like the live stream, that would really help me out. If you'd hit the like button for me. That helps my channel out. Now I'm using a round brush, you can see. Get some more coverage up here where there's no petals, nothing to really worry about. You want to try to cover it as much as possible. There's going to be some little white marks that show through. You'll want to go over those with that second layer. I ran out of black. I always like to use very little paint because you never really know how much you're going to actually use. That way you're not wasting it. It is a fun little painting. It's simple, pretty easy to do, and pretty much all skill levels could try this painting. So it's a good pick for a first painting, or if you've never painted before and you want to try painting. It's a good first painting to try. Just a lot of black in here. You gotta wait for it to dry. Yeah, you're welcome. Looks like there's some black in the circle, so we'll go ahead and do that. The only thing I was worried about with this painting was it wouldn't dry quick enough for the live stream, which it may not, and that's okay. Gonna make maroon with a little bit of purple and red. I've just got violet by Master's Touch. Try putting some red. You guys are gonna have to not mind my dog over here. He's still showing what he wants to do here for everybody to see. So he's a show in himself. You got a maroon color. That's kind of nice. Purpley color. Might have made my petals a little skinny. If I really wanted to fix that, I could. After the black dried. go in and make it a little wider. He's sleeping now. He's laying with his toy, his best friend. We call it his Coonie. So he's sleeping with that right now. And the little bit of video that shows that you can see, he decides to lay in that one spot. Looks like we can do some spots. I don't know if it's dry down there yet or not. Could blow on it, I don't know. Here's a painting of it my daughter did on a little square. Looks like a 5x5. Gonna need some more black. He says thank you. Once this becomes the same tone, it'll look a lot better. Kind of takes a lot of black to get it to even out. Got another layer of black down here. That's where we'll put the dots at. It's coming together now, little bit by bit. Anybody doing anything fun today? If you haven't hit like, please. Okay, could use another coat even on that. Use some white in between the blue and the maroon. Today I have my sisters coming over and we're gonna make taco salad. So that's the fun thing that I have to look forward to today. Got a couple nieces coming. My daughter will be there. So it should be a good time. Some good food. As you can see, my painting doesn't even look anything like my daughter's painting. So that gives you an example of how it's all different. It depends on what kind of brush you use. I like to think of them like flames. All right, so let's put some more black on there. I think it does make a difference on how your brush strokes are all, it's all gonna make a difference. That's why it all makes them different. That's why I say no two people paint alike. So it is going to make a difference. What kind of brush strokes you use, what kind of brush you use. The third layer down here. So for the bottom part of this painting, which is the little drops, it's going to be little dots there. We'll use some purple first and just kind of dot it on there, maybe with some white. I would use the end of my brush, but I don't know if I have enough paint for that. Let's see. Yeah, you can't really see it. That would give a more uniform Do kind of like that with the round brush. And this is purple and white. And then next is blue. Just dabbing with this brown brush. And then we got to put some white in there. In the middle. The ring light is probably making it so that let's turn the ring light off and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's kind of showing the streaks a little bit. But like I said, you can finish the black on your own. It's not really dry, but not bad for, let's see, 30-minute painting. That's got a glare on it right there. It makes the black look like it's not covering it, but it is. And I want to add a little bit more white into the middle part. Get some more white in here, get brighter. There we go. Maybe add some more blue. Your water's gonna get pretty mucky. All right. Well, I would say this painting is pretty much done. Paint the rest on your own. You have the picture, the link, so you can always go back to it and look at it. I hope you had a good time. I enjoyed having you here. Thank you for watching, and hit the like button and subscribe so you can never miss a video. Thank you. Bye.